Good morning, everybody. Jake here. Thought I'd make a quick little video this morning. It was about 32 this morning. We got a hard frost, so while it's warming up a minute, I'm going to throw a video out. Today's just going to be a reality check, guys. The first thing I want to do is point you toward another YouTube channel. It's going to be down in the description below, and I will also leave a link in the pinned first comment. That YouTuber is Southern Prepper 1. He has a lot of information on his channel. It's quite a large channel, a couple of 100,000 subscribers. I don't listen to everything that he puts out, but I listen to a bunch of what he puts out. There is a bunch of information on his channel. He's been up a while, so please go back through and look at the channel. A lot of information on there. But the one specific thing I want to point you to is something he's been doing recently on his channel. He's going state by state and putting out a video for that state, for people in that state to make connections. One thing that I'm still hearing a lot of people talk about, both in videos and comments, are a MAG, a tribe, a group, neighbors, friends, whatever you want to call it. Guys, you need to meet other people, like-minded people. They are trying to separate us on every front, and they are succeeding. So we, as a group of people that think common thoughts and beliefs, need to come together. And the big question is, how do we do that? You are watching the video right now. There is no greater, faster communication than what you are seeing right now. If something were to happen, there is no way they can censor it all other than shutting it down. And that in itself should tell you there's something going on. So I'm going to leave a link to the Texas state page down below. If you're from Texas, please get on there, look through the comments, see if there's someone in your area, a group in your area. If not, leave a comment in your area, and maybe someone that's in your area will see that and get in touch with each other, guys. Go meet them locally at a store, Dairy Queen, go have a coffee, whatever. Just because you're going to meet these people does not mean they got to come live with you, but you have to start these connections somewhere. You got to get off of the phone, get off of the computer, and physically go meet these people. Don't put yourself in any danger. Obviously, you can talk to people on the phone, email, even FaceTime, today. But get out there and meet these people and make those connections. We are all we've got, guys. So we need to help each other. That's the whole point of my MAG. I have been fortunate enough over the 20 or so years that I've kind of known what's going on to meet a lot of people that I would trust my life with and my family. And, if I need help, they would come. And if they need help, I would go. That is the point of a MAG group. You need these people that you can trust and people that you can call that don't ask questions. They just come. So make those connections. It's going to be very, very important. And thank you, Southern Prepper 1, for doing that. I wish I had a big channel. Again, I'm going to put it out here for the Texas link. And any of you out there that may be in the Texas area, feel free to contact me. My email is in the About page. I'm willing to help anybody within reason. And, talk, educate, discuss, opinionate, whatever it may be. But we do need to come together, guys. It's getting time, and you're going to need these other connections. If you think you're going to make it lone wolf style or by yourself or whatever, you're going to run off to the woods and, this isn't going to affect you or whatever, you're only running from the fight. It is going to affect you. It's going to affect all of us. Now, what is it? What is the event, the trigger event, the main event, the final outcome? Who knows what the plan is? All right. Again, there is so much information there. You keep yourself occupied trying to paddle upstream and miss all the oncoming debris that is flowing downriver, not noticing that you never make it upriver. You're just spending your time avoiding all of these obstacles. I've already said this in one of my other videos. What difference does any of that make at this point now? The new variant. With all of the hype of the new variant coming out, is it going to change any form, aspect of your life? If you haven't complied by now, chances are the new variant makes no difference to you. But every YouTube channel out there is talking about the new variant, and it matters not. You need to be getting ready for the final outcome, whatever that may be, preparing yourself. Don't prepare for just one thing either. An EMP, an asteroid, a tidal wave, the aliens, an economic collapse, a government takeover, the vote is coming up the election, Trump is still going to come back and save us. Guys, what is shit hit the fan? What is that moment? It's going to be different for every person. Maybe you just lost your job. Maybe you're losing your house. Maybe you do have, volcanic activity in your area. Maybe it's a hurricane. Maybe there is going to be an economic collapse. If y'all all remember, what was it, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, didn't Russia collapse? Didn't that used to be the USSR? Didn't it collapse? A whole new system came in, blah, blah, blah. And isn't Russia still there today? Didn't life still continue on? Didn't the world still go on? Part of this prepping thing is going to be able to adapt to that environment. The world is still going to go on. Even if it's the worst case possible scenario, all out nuclear war, scorched earth type situation, there are the roaches that have crawled down into their bunkers that will live and that are going to come back out. So the world is going to continue, and you must be able to adapt to that. Who's to say that Yellowstone's not going to blow tomorrow? Who's to say that China's not going to attack Taiwan? Who's to say that we're not going to have a tidal wave on the East Coast? Who knows? You got to prepare for all of those and more. Maybe it's already here. Maybe the shot heard around the world has already been fired. That's kind of the way I think. Sit back and look at where we are today. What's going on? Is there anything normal whatsoever about our world? You say the three words, New World Order, and everybody's eyes just glaze over and they instantly think you're insane. Even though many of our presidents for the past 30, 40 years have been saying it right to your face. There is a new world order coming. Just those three words in itself brings out all kinds of thoughts and conspiracy theories. When in reality, the three words are very simple and explain themselves. New World Order. What does that mean? Well, it just means it's a change from the old world order. And what is that old world order? Well, pretty much the world has been operating off of the American dollar for a long time. I would go as far to say since before World War I, right around in there. World War II only affirmed that. And today, much of the world operates off of the petrodollar. So if there was a new world order to happen, what would that mean? Well, it just would mean that the American dollar, America, is not at the top of that order any longer. And history will tell you that that's quite possible and very likely. Every government, society has fallen over time. We've lasted quite a long time, but it doesn't mean that it won't come to an end. And that is what you need to prepare for. All of the prepper channels and prepping and homesteading, that road will lead you to this outcome. Because there are going to be food shortages that you're seeing. There are going to be supply line issues that you are seeing. There is going to be chaos in the streets, which you are seeing. There is going to be separation and dividing of the masses, which you are seeing. There is going to be loss in control of government, which I would say you are probably seeing. The list there goes on. So has that shot already been fired? Look at what's going on in the other countries around the world. Do you not think that cannot happen here? It can, and it will. It's coming. Which leads back to the road of a mag and the point of this video. Go to Southern Prepper 1. The link is below. Again, it's just going to be for the state of Texas, but if you look through his channel, a lot of the last videos that he's made, other than the news ones, are states. Try and find your state on his channel. It will put you with people that are at least in your state and close. I have found many people right here close to me within a 10-mile range that I never even knew were here. I've met some of them. I'm going to meet some more. And hopefully we'll make great connections. Those connections are what you're going to need. We are all we've got. Don't let them separate us. Comms, communications. One way to communicate fairly close in an area, and obviously radios can get very extreme. I am not a communication guy, but I'll go more into depth on this. Simple radio. This is a mobile 12 volt UHF, VHF ham radio. Here is a large antenna. Oh no, I got an 80-foot tower out there, so we're going to be mounting that up here pretty soon to be able to talk to other people around in my area. And you may say, well, I can't get a ham, I don't do ham, I'm not ham licensed. In an SHTF situation, do you really care about a license? No matter if you ever push the button to talk or not, you can at least listen. For a very simple basic setup, you're probably going to be into it for about $300 or $400. But depending on the situation, this radio can reach out there. If there are repeaters that you're able to bounce off of in the area, blah, blah, blah. But just by itself, this radio will probably go out about 30 or 40 miles. Bugging in versus bugging out. That's going to be a decision up to each and every individual, and it's going to be different for each individual. What I would tell you is definitely try and make some connections outside of the city. If you're in the city, the pressure put upon you by authority, criminal element, lack of product, food, electricity, gas, whatever it may be, are only amplified in the city because those millions of people are dependent on a limited quantity of resources. So try and make some connections out of the city, get out there and meet those people, and offer to help, Talk to them realistically. It's not that you want to move out there and live with them, but should the need arise, how can I help? How can I be a part of your group? You may not think you have anything that you can add, but most people do. Lots of feed, lots of poo that needs scooped, lots of water troughs need cleaned. Most homesteads need help. So if you make those connections, help is always needed. Run into the country. You think you're just going to leave the city and run out into the country and stake off a little piece of land and camp out and live through this thing lone wolf style? A lot of single people out there, men and women, can probably go out there and do that for some time, but it's only temporary. You're fooling yourself, you're lying to everybody else if you're saying that you can go be lone wolf out in the woods, make it, you know, live forever, blah, 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 throw your seeds out, build you a little log cabin, blah, blah, blah. It don't work like that. You're lying to everybody else and you're fooling yourself. At best, it's going to be temporary. But people today are not qualified or have enough perseverance to do that. We are very spoiled with our way of life. And when all of that's taken away from you, your body's going to go into shock. If you've been out camping for more than a week or so, and you're not the outdoorsman that goes every weekend, but if you just go occasionally once a year, you know, like most people on vacation or something, a weekend out with the kids, even just a few days out camping with a change of diet, water, sleeping conditions, that little camping trip gets very old very quick. The body hurts, stomach's upset, you know, those things add up. So to think that you're going to go just run off to the woods and live out there and be merry and happy and nothing's going to affect you, you're lying to yourself, all right? You're setting yourself up for failure. You're going to have to come out of those woods sometime. And if you've just run and left the fight and didn't stand for what you believed in, do you think it's going to be any different when you come out of the woods, no matter how long you've been in them? Do you think things are going to change for the better just by you running off? Sorry for the puppies over there, but Mama's got a couple crawling around. All right, guys, I'm just trying to get you to think outside of the box there a little bit. Reality check on things going on. Do they really matter? Is it going to change the way you think or feel? Get out there and make those connections, guys. It's going to be real important, all right? I'm going to leave a link below, right below the video here in the description. And I'll also leave a link in the pinned comment, the very first comment, to Southern Prepper One's Texas video link up. Again, look through his channel. There are other states on there, and he's still putting states up. Get out there and make some connections, guys. Don't put yourself in a dangerous spot. You know, if you get a funny feeling, it's probably there for a reason, but you need to make these connections. It's very important. More to come, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a good day.